Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to build the AAT, which is an armoured assault tank used by the CIS in the Clone Wars. So this was first seen in the Phantom Menace. It's a pretty cool tank. I think it's one of my best kind of small builds in general. Actually, I've spent absolutely ages trying to get the shape kind of right, and also making sure that it is a repulsor tank in the kind of truest sense that you can actually, it is actually floating on the ground. So I had to kind of keep that in mind while building it, which was quite a challenge. So there is a minor difference I've actually done. I've actually put in just a piece of glass here. If you want it like the one in the movie, all you have to do is pretty much just switch out a couple of blocks, and then that'll make it look fine. As you can see, it all looks really cool. The reason that I've put in the glass, I'll just actually show you, so that when you can actually jump in the top here, you can actually go down, and if you have one of the mods where you can actually kind of move stuff, I can't remember which ones they are, there's loads of them that I know that you guys like playing with them. So you can actually do that and actually have a nice place where you've got a block underneath here to use that control block thing, and actually be able to see out and actually move it around. So I've kind of tried to bear that in mind without kind of, I usually try and bear it in mind without having to change the build to the point where it doesn't look like it. So with this one I can actually literally simply change a block, so I've decided to do that. For you guys that play with the mods, but I will also show you the kind of way to do it normally as well. So I've made this one completely out of birchwood slabs. I'm actually just going to quickly switch to default just to show you guys what it looks like in that as well. So this is what it looks like in default. It doesn't look too bad with the birchwood. Obviously it's actually flammable now, but that doesn't really matter if you're actually modelling something. But I still think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. You could also use something like sandstone, but I found that the sandstone didn't quite look right. If we have a look at sandstone, I mean it does in default actually, it probably looks better in default. So probably go with sandstone if you're in default. If you're in Sphax like me, which I'm just going to switch to now, I think it just looked a little bit better. It looks closer to the actual colour of it itself. So let's just go for the material list you're going to need. So depending on if you're making it out of birchwood or sandstone, you're going to need a slab, stair and full block of whatever that kind of material you're going to be making it out of. You're also going to need buttons. Stone slab, you're going to need a piece of glass if you're doing the actual kind of window type bit, never brick fence for the antenna, a trapdoor, and also fence gate for these two side guns. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to place down a block to actually get ourselves one block higher. So I'm actually going to build this one in line with this one here. So what you need to do is you need to have 3 slabs which are floating off the ground. If you guys are on the Xbox version, or now that you've got actually, I'll just say console version, I think what you still need to do is basically place a block and use this block as a hit point. So you can see that I've got this one selected. You then have to do that to actually get it, and obviously you'll have to do that with a lot of these to actually go under, so you will have to dig into the ground probably. Hopefully you guys actually get that kind of fixed soon, or you get the actual kind of release for that soon, because that would be really helpful for you guys. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it at the PC version. It's easier to teach, and it's just easier for me in general. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 slabs going this way, and now we're just going to go in, and we're going to have 2 to the front here, and then we're going to go in and we're going to have 1. There's then going to be a 3 block gap between these ones. I'm just going to put glass for this, so you get 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do the same on the other side, so you get 1, and then a 2, and then a 3, like that. So we can get rid of these bits, like that. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to go onto the inside of this, and we're just going to basically add an extra layer. Basically make this kind of side part here solid, like this, and then all we need to do is just for the kind of effect at the back. I think it looks better when I just took out a couple of these kind of slabs. So all I did is I just took out these 2 slabs, just like that. Next thing you need to do is we need to just place slabs on top of this layer. So all we're going to do is literally just put slabs right on top, and then also connect across these kind of 2 pieces here, like this. And then go across the back as well and connect these up, so you can see that it gets this kind of cool style on the back like that. And then on the front we're just going to add 3 slabs going across here. There is a couple of bits on the actual tank. What I'll just show you guys how to do. I'll just show it with the stone slab, but there's kind of like one here, and then there's kind of one there. It's kind of difficult. I was trying to figure out a way to do these kind of markings, and I couldn't really figure it out, and it didn't look quite right because of where the actual placement was, because it needs to kind of be up here, but then it doesn't look quite right because you haven't got the top part. So I ended up just leaving it out But if you have a look at any of the pictures, you can kind of try and have a go at it. I couldn't figure out a really nice way to do it, which is why I've left it out on this build. But that gives us this kind of basic platform, and you can see that it's actually not a semicircle. I always thought it was a semicircle, but it's actually not. It's actually kind of a little bit elongated like this. So let's get on to the next layer. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the front and leave a 2 block gap. So you're just going to leave these 2 completely, then go to the next one of your slab. This will make this part here a full block, right like that, and then just go onto the sides, and we're just going to make these a full block up to the back, just like that. Now at the back part here, where we've got these 3 here, we're just going to cut these out, and we're actually going to put in stairs. So you've got upside down stairs right on that back section there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out this block here and put in a stair, then make this one a full block, and then put in a stair here. So you got a full block, not a full block there, you got a stair there, and then this one comes a full block, and that one has a stair like that. If we come to the back of these 2 bits that we've been building, what we're going to do is we're going to put an upside down stair, just like that, and then put a slab on top. There's also going to be a slab on the front part as well, so just add an extra slab there. And we're actually going to build these 2 side guns, so what we need to do is, if I just grab glass again, we're just going to place a block here, so they can put on a birchwood stair, go to the outside, and then just have 2 blocks here, so they can put on fence gates. So we've just got that there, so I'm going to do the same on the other side, so we've just got this here, put on your stair. We have 2 fence gates, just like that. That gives us the 2 side guns, so now we can just keep on building the rest of it. It is a complex shape, which is why I'm trying to kind of separate as many sections as I can, but it is a difficult build. So if you do get stuck, just kind of refer back to the last layer. And then if we come to the front and grab your stairs again, and we're just going to put the stair on the front of each of these pieces here. This bit here becomes solid, so we can actually just put in a full block there, and then put in a solid block right like that. Then if we grab our blocks, and we're just going to bring these right to the back, and we're going to go one past this bit here, like that. Then we're going to have a stair. Actually, we need to push that back, sorry. So we're going to have a stair here, so it'll be in line with these kind of back pieces. And then this one here is actually a slab, and the reason being is because we need to put in a slab so that you can actually walk down the actual bit. I had to kind of change that a little bit, otherwise it should have been really a stair, but put in a slab for this part. And then just to finish off this back bit, we're just going to have 3 slabs going across on that part. So it's just this slab on the lower bit, and then we've got 3 slabs going across this back bit like that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is if we come to this front part, just on here we're going to have a stair going this way, then we're going to wrap it around. So stair here, and then wrap it around. If we just have 4 blocks, you got 1, 2, 3 and 4, so it should just overhang, and we can come across the back here, just like that, to kind of create this kind of back bit. And now this is where you can put in your piece of glass if you want to, or the alternative is to put in a full block right between these 2, and then at the front put in a birch wooden slab. So I'm going to actually do this style for this one, but you guys can do the other one if you want. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have a full block just across this kind of gap that we've got here, and then we're going to have a slab, then we're going to have kind of just blocks basically going across this back part, and also a slab here. And then what we have behind this one is a slab. The reason being we've got a slab is so that you can actually walk down into the section, though, of course, because we've got this different bit. Actually, you could put in a slab there if you wanted a pretty weird step going down. If you don't have the glass bit, if you have the glass, of course, you can actually see out. But that's the reason that we have that slab there instead of a full block. Then what we need to do is we grab our nether brick fence, just in this back block, we're going to go up by 2, just have that one attached. Then grab your buttons, just put it around the back of this kind of gun turret type bit, like that. Then if you grab your slabs, what we're going to do is we're going to have a slab here, here, not there, here, 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 and then across this part here, just to create this kind of cross pan, then just add one, which will be going onto the main kind of gun part. This is where we can put in our trapdoor now, so we've got our trapdoor in there, so then we can actually get inside, which is cool. So now what we're going to do is just finish up the gun. Okay, so now what you need to do is just add 2 kind of birchwood slabs, just this block that you've got here, and then 3 stone slabs, 1, 2, 3, and that is it. It is a pretty complex build. It is a real kind of nightmare, especially when I was actually designing it. I must have spent hours on this just to try and get the actual shapes right, especially the bottom layer, and then actually this shape, getting this part going back, and also making sure that you guys can actually go inside as well. It was an absolute nightmare, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.